Hi, my name is Kelly Amos, and I'm a fitness and nutrition specialist. And I just did a little something in my one of my groups, my meal prep group, and I thought, probably other people want to hear this. We are learning in the group how to portion control and how to meal prep. And it's a 5-day free group, so if you're ever interested, I can help you. But I love these containers. These containers I can use and help anybody with. I don't care if you need to lose a lot of weight and have never eaten clean in your life and don't even know what it means to meal prep, to being a Division I athlete that needs to put on 5 pounds and be fast as a safety. So what I want to talk about is, again, each one of these colors, just quick for you, each one of these colors represents a food group. So this is fruit, this is protein, veggies, carbs, starches, healthy fat, seeds, oils. And so what we're doing is first finding balance and how many times we fill this container, and we have a scale there. So now we're looking at quality. So if I'm going to have spaghetti tonight, and I have a jar of Prego, I have a jar of Bertolli organic with non-GMO, and it's olive oil, basil, and garlic. I have these two things, and I also have my homemade marinara. So if I look at this Prego, in half a cup, there's 70 calories. In half a cup of the organic non-GMO, there are 80 calories. So some people are going to choose the Prego because it's only got 70 calories. Some people are going to choose this because it's organic and it's non-GMO. Between the two, I would choose this. Then you're going to look at the nutritional facts label. The Prego has 10 grams of sugar. That is 2.5 teaspoons of sugar, added sugar, in half of a cup. This has 6 grams of added sugar, organic added sugar. So that's 1.5 teaspoons in half a cup. That much sugar is added. So this one is half the amount of sugar you can even have in a day. Or in less than 15 minutes, you can make your own marinara, and has no sugar in it, and it's absolutely delicious. I have the recipe. You probably want it. So super easy. You're making it, you're using as many fresh ingredients as you can, and you're not adding sugar, and it's still absolutely delicious. So that is an example of quality of nutrients as far as food choices. When you're consuming something, what else is coming with it? How much bang can you get for your buck? That's the way I look at food. How much more can I get? I'm not going to have just protein. I'm going to have a protein drink. I don't think so. If I can get 70 superfoods in it, I'm going with that one. So now, what are you going to put that on? I personally put it on veggies. But some people are going to put it on pasta. They're going to want to put it on pasta. Well, an alternative here, because this is an area that we need to really pay attention to. We overdo this, both simple and complex. So instead, you can go with a veggie, which you can fill, my opinion is you can fill as many times as you want, with spaghetti squash. And if you haven't tried it, you really need to be open-minded. Super easy to make. You cut it in half, you scoop the seeds out, you put it face down on a baking sheet. You bake it at about 375 for about 40 minutes when you just touch it and it's a little soft, and then you just scrape it out. Literally, it's awesome. And my family was very hesitant, but they all really, really like it. In fact, my daughter asks for it. So now I've gone from this pasta to lower calorie, no sugar, tons of nutrients. It takes about 28 vitamins and minerals just to metabolize your carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So your macronutrients. So people are looking at macro. I want more protein. I want more of this. I want more of that. And what kind of macronutrient is it? Where are your micronutrients? Because your macronutrients don't work without them. Okay, so now what about yogurt? Yogurt would be a red. So when people are starting and they're starting to eat healthier and they're going to have their yogurt, so they're going to grab things that have fruit added in. No, you're going to grab all this zero blah blah, and it's just, instead of putting fruit in it, fake fruit they're going to put chemicals in because they're going to make it taste good, because you're not going to eat it if it doesn't taste good. So you're substituting chemicals. So going with Greek yogurt, plain, organic would be best. What I then do is I buy the organic berries, mixed berries at Costco. I will measure out. I'll use my purple. I get to fill this twice in a day. I measure my purple, I put it in a bowl, and then I microwave it on defrost for 2 minutes. Then the natural sugars, not added stuff, the natural sugars from the organic fruit, they get soft and juicy. So then the Greek plain yogurt isn't nasty anymore. It tastes yummy because the natural fruit sugar is in there, not stuff that you bought that was processed at the store, and it's probably cheaper. But what if you do this Greek vanilla, this is organic, non-GMO. Those are really good things to look for, especially when it's coming from an animal. But this still has sugar added. It's just going to be organic sugar, just like this. It's just organic sugar. It's sugar. It's sugar. So this isn't the best choice. So, but what I might do is I might use mostly plain, and I have maybe a little spoon of the vanilla to just kind of cut it and put that in there. So you can kind of ease your way into, or transition yourself into things. When my husband and I were first together, he drank 2% milk all the time. And so we went from 2% to 1% to skim. He doesn't like 2% anymore. It's too sweet for him. He's sitting right over there, so maybe I'm not, don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's talk about nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds, you really have, if you're not eating nuts and seeds, you better. But don't go to Costco and buy the big old bag of trail mix with the, that's got a bunch of oil and salt and M&Ms in it. You want to buy bulk raw. I've talked about this before in the Tiny Health Tips. Bulk raw is best. Then you can flavor them, and I have several recipes for flavoring your almonds, your pumpkin seeds. I always have raw, and then I have some that I've flavored myself. I know where the ingredients came from. I did it. I did the processing. Now, for some reason, if Stephanie Keaty is watching this, she's going to type, "What the heck was in your house for, Kelly?" And I don't know. My husband and I were gone over Christmas, and our kids were home from college, and this appeared in my refrigerator, and it actually hasn't even been opened, so I don't know. But this is garbage. This is poison. This is just a little bit of poison. There's nothing good in here. In half a cup, you get 18 grams of sugar, and there are things on here that I can't pronounce, and I don't know what they are. So it's just a bunch of chemicals. So Carla introduced me to this, and this is something, I don't use a lot of it, but it was my way of transitioning from the powdered crap non-dairy creamer stuff that I was addicted to. I'm down to 1 tablespoon from 3, heaping, overflowing. But I started using this and then a little bit of coconut milk. And this is non-GMO. It still has 2 grams of sugar. So there's still some pure cane sugar added to this. It's not as much. It doesn't have a bunch of chemical stuff in it. So again, you got to kind of pick and choose the things that you want to do, but you need to be winning more often with quality nutrients and avoiding the chemicals. And really, if the label is saying it's this and this and this, and the label's drawing you into it being so healthy, if it has to say a bunch of stuff on the front of it, you really need to look at it. I had somebody ask me about a product yesterday, and what I thought of it, and I was just responded, well, read the ingredients list, and that'll tell you what I think of it. So, I mean, if there's a bunch of crap in it, then why are you putting it in your body? Why are you choosing? Especially when you're choosing something to be healthier. If it's got stuff in it that isn't healthy, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, I think I hit everything here. I hope this was helpful. Just looking at quality. I would love your questions if you need something like, Kelly, I'm an addict to this, and what's a good substitute? I have groups that go all the time that I teach people more how to do this. So if you're interested in that too, then let me know. Thank you so much for watching, And thank you for sharing and commenting. And I'll see you tomorrow.